There you go.
I don't believe in finals unless it's in the bed.
Hi, I'm Christopher Gonzalez. And I'm Stephen Daniels.
Joe Bland?
We're here at Days of the Dead for Johngy's Beat.com. Hello! So, what gave you the idea of acting?
Well, I've always been into horror movies, and I've always wanted to be in one. So one day I just decided I wanted to be in one, and I did some research online, and found an audition. And I auditioned for a movie called Pajama Party Massacre. And they liked me, and they cast me, and since then I've been in over 30 movies.
What is it?
After a while, do people invite you to auditions?
Yeah. Yep, and you know, a lot of it's networking, meeting new people all over. They learn a lot about you, and you know, they kind of cast you by how you look, and you know, and things like that. So yeah, they contact me, and you know, I give my info. And,
Do you get nervous a lot when you're auditioning?
Oh yeah, it's a very interesting process. There's a lot involved, and you have to be on cue, and you gotta kind of know what they're looking for, and if you don't, then there's no chance. So yeah, it's very nerve-wracking.
What's the most popular movie that you've been in?
I'd probably have to say Shriek of the Sasquatch, because you can find that all over online. You can also find it in different retail stores.
It looks like cocaine.
And those are all horror.
Mostly all horror movies. I've done comedies and drama.
You know what that's from?
Well, I did this web series called Ghostbuster 911. I play a Ghostbuster in it.
Frankenstein in that.
So it's very, you know, it's all comedy, of course. But yeah, mostly all horror, because that's kind of what I like.
I'll call him Meshuggah.
How did you begin your career?
Well, I began as a model. A photographer came up to me at a metal concert, and he told me, like, my look, gave me his card, and I was like, whatever, you know. And then I started working with him, and then that's how I got the guts to do the audition. Because after being in front of the camera, and just getting used to it.
You were confused and you came up to your talk.
Yeah, I was like, okay, Reaper? Then I saw his work, and it was actually really good work, and I was like, wow. You know, I was like, thank you so much for contacting me or getting a hold of me. I was like, yeah, I'll definitely work with you.
Did you try out for like any of the movies like The Conjuring or like any of the newer ones, movies like that?
I actually auditioned for Curse of Chucky, which is the newest Child's Play movie. The casting director really liked my audition, but they decided to go with someone who's more local, so they didn't have to pay for, you know, the flight and stuff like that. So, but yeah, it was cool to audition for that, because when I watched the movie, the scenes I auditioned for were actually the scenes in the movie. So I was like, hey, I know that part.
Have you been in any other movies besides horror movies?
Well, yeah, besides the comedy, you know, I've also done a martial arts film, some drama. This one I'm in, this is a drama movie. We filmed this in Minnesota.
I'm a magnet.
But yeah, I mean, I do all sorts of things. You know, if I like the script and it's, you know, it's solid, I'll definitely be interested in doing it.
Were you like scared when you read the script? When you read scripts for some of the movies you've done, like you've been reading it, like what's next, and then like you die.
Yeah, you kind of just get into the mode, like when you're reading a book, you know, you just get into the character, and you're like, oh my gosh, what's going to happen next? Oh, I die at this part? Okay, well that's a cool looking death, so yeah, I'll totally do it.
Any of the movies you've been in gave you any nightmares or anything?
Luckily no, because I watch so many horror movies, so I'm kind of desensitized to it. But I definitely do get nightmares from some movies I watch. But none that I'm in, so luckily.
Have in any movies, have you been the only survivor? Or have you died in all of them?
Actually, in Shriek of the Sasquatch, I was the only survivor. There's definitely a handful of movies where I'm the only survivor. I love them because, you know, I last until the end. Yeah. I've killed people in other movies, too.
Who hasn't?
It's great.
Like in other movies or just in real life?
A little bit of both.
A little bit of both.
But that's...
Gotta be hush hush, pal.
But I have a few cool movies coming out. One I just did is called Zombie Dolls. At some point I become a zombie in that movie, so it's really cool because I don't get to do a lot of movies where I get to play a zombie. So that one should be coming out sometime next year. So yeah, there's definitely a lot of big stuff coming up on the horizon.
Are you scared of it?
No.
Have you ever had to do like a lot of takes, like take 20?
No, but some, it depends on the director. Some directors want to do like 20 takes of something. Other directors are like, okay, one take, done, next, let's go. Because a lot of low budget, independent stuff doesn't have a lot of time. So they're just like, let's do 1 or 2 takes and then get going on to the next. That's why you have to be prepared at all times. You have to know your lines, know what you're doing, and study hard. It's definitely not easy. It's a lot of fun, a lot of hard work.
Have you ever been killed in the first scene of a movie?
What's that?
Have you ever been killed in the first scene of a movie?
No, but there's some movies coming up that I will be like one of the first kills sometime next year that are, I can't really talk much about it, but and that's also cool too, because you're like, hey, I was the first kill, yay.
You're the first one to die.
Yeah, I'll hopefully be the most memorable. Well, thank you guys so much for the interview. You can check out my stuff at www.sarahfrenchonline.com.